Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Life in the Taiga. I'm Ashley and today we are going to be going over my very first, very own made and put together original personal survival kit. Let's get into this. But before we get into this guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more of this winter Alaska awesomeness. So before I open this thing up, I'd like to just say one thing. I know some people in the comments have said Ashley should do her own PSK and do her own this, that, and the other thing. Yes, I happen to agree with you. So before we get into this, I'm just going to say that Matthew had no say in the contents of this kit. Basically, he just set a bunch of stuff out and said, okay, go crazy. So I did. So let's take a look at what's inside. Oh wait, but before we open it, let's just look at, this is pretty awesome, this kit here. It's pretty awesome because it says first aid. It's bright red. If I drop it in the snow, I'm not gonna lose it. And it also says like what's inside, because I have a little medical kit in here that came in this pouch, and it says on the back what's in it, which is pretty awesome. So now, without further ado, we're going to enjoy the unveiling of the PSK. All right, so first of all, we've got the medical kit that came in this pouch. And inside this medical kit, we have antiseptic wound tape, sting relief wipe, bandage adhesive that's fabric, bandage adhesive fabric knuckle, bandage adhesive extra large, and then bandage butterfly closure, and then dressing, gauze, and sterile stuff or other, and then a random whistle. So that's what's inside this little medical kit that came in this thingy. Next up, we have a space blanket. Is that what they call these things? A space blanket. So, you know, then I've got my just in case I'm out in the woods freezing to death, I've got some cover. And now into the contents, like the actual contents. I've got, surprise, surprise, the Spyderco Dragonfly. Honestly, is perfect size for a survival kit knife and very, very sharp. Love this thing. Next up, we've got from Uberleben a ferro rod and striker necklace made with paracord straps. So then I've got just a little bit extra paracord if push came to shove, but I've got this little tiny itty bitty ferro rod. Don't know if you guys can see that very well. And then I've got this little tiny, whoa, get back here. This table's very slick. Then I've got this striker. So, and actually the striker, the thing I find funny about the striker is that it's actually really, really sharp, and it'd be a great striker, but also be good for like peeling little bits of wood and stuff for tinder. So it's like a sharpened striker. And then it's got this little breakaway clasp if I were to wear it around my neck. So then it's like not going to get caught up on anything. But I probably won't wear it around my neck unless I have to. For the most part, it's just going to be in the survival kit. Okay. Next up, we've got chapstick, and before any of you say, why isn't it Burt's Bees? Well, first of all, Burt's Bees doesn't have petroleum in it like this does. This has petroleum in it, so it's chapstick that can actually be used as a fire starter. Pretty ingenious, right? Actually, it wasn't my idea. Actually, it was to put it in here, but I was informed on the matter of this particular brand of chapstick by a person whose name will not be mentioned in this video. Just kidding. All right. I'm going to save that for a little later because it's pretty awesome. Gloves are coming off, everybody. Next, we've just got a couple packs of tinfoil for like cooking or using for containing stuff. It's always good to have a little bit of tinfoil. Also, could use it as a reflection device if I was stranded somewhere and needed it. We've got some waterproof matches just in case my ferro rod fails, which is highly unlikely. Then we've got some paracord guts for thread for sewing in case I need to mend something. A rubber band and some plastic bags just in case. And then in here I've got some splinters of, come on, let's get this stuff out of here. I have some splinters of what's known as fat wood for fire starting. And I think fat wood, what was it soaked in?
No, it's just resinous wood.
It's very resinous wood. It's called fat wood, and it's really great for fire starting for tinder and stuff and such. So that's what I've got. And then last but certainly not least, my most favorite and most ingenious invention of all, I have A roll of paracord, isn't that just great? Well, there's more to this paracord than meets the eye. So as you can see around the paracord, there's a ranger band, and in the ranger band, and I came up with the system on my own because I wanted a ranger band, I wanted paracord. Inside of this ranger band, I have tucked multiple little things in here. I've tucked a pair of tweezers, a needle for sewing, some snare wire, which I'm gonna stick back under there, and then another ferro rod, another little small ferro rod. So instead of just having all this little stuff loose in the pack where it could come out and get lost, I decided just to put the ranger band around the paracord to condense it more and keep it in one place, and also tuck all this little tiny stuff in it. So I figured that was pretty awesome. I've actually been thinking about adding this into the ranger band, but I'm not sure how to do that without dropping stuff out, so I'll have to do that at a later date. Anyways, guys, that was a quick look at my personal survival kit. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as usual, God bless, and I'm out. Bleh.
You're good.